What are you doing? What are you doing?
Sit down, Dad!
On vacation here in the Smokies, just in the little foothills area, just stay in the week at a little cabin here. And I thought it'd be a good chance to talk about this little tool here, which is commonly known as the Kentucky belt axe. It's just a little hatchet, and I guess a version of it was discovered in Fort Meade, and so they call it the Fort Meade or the Kentucky belt axe. And it's a handy little design that I think suffers from pretty lackluster production. This is the only, I would say, factory model I can find on the market, and I believe it's made, yes, you can see right here, made in India. This is the one from Crazy Crow, and it's really unfortunate that this is the only factory model of this axe that we get, because it's a crazy handy design, and it just, you see, you can barely get any chopping action on it. It comes so absurdly dull. But what I like about this in terms of its design is if you look at the cross section here, you'll see that the entire head is like one continuous concave line from tip all the way to the hammer pole, and with that you get basically a head that can act as a wedge, and it gives it extra strength with that continuous line being through there. And one of the things I like about certain knives, I'm going to pull out my Bark River Wilderness Explorer, is you've got that concave grind. I don't know if you can see that there, but maybe you can see it better here if you follow the shadows. But it's not really a flat grind on Bark River knives, it's a concave. And what you have with this design of axe is effectively a concave grind that starts right about here and then continues down to the edge. And that should, based on everything I've known about hatchets, it's, I'm not the expert in all things, like some guys claim to be, but I've used enough tools in my life to know when a tool is got a basically good design. And if that was sharpened down to a point, you would have a very handy axe for multiple uses, both just the chopping and also splitting. I frankly think this would end up being a better bushcraft knife per se than most bushcraft knives out there. The head is so light that when balanced with a right length of handle, you get almost an ulu feeling here with it there. And now you can see the way it lines up to my knuckles. I certainly wouldn't be doing any chopping, but some fine detail work you could get in there. Man, with the right edge on that, you could probably feather stick with this thing, no problem. So it's really unfortunate that nobody makes a better model of this right now. I've looked into ordering a piece of 5160 steel that's just slightly thicker than this, with the right width to make one of these, but it gets pretty expensive when you're getting 5160 that thick. So maybe I'll keep an eye out for something like a car axle or something I can kind of grind into this basic pattern. But anyway, if anyone knows of anything, I'd greatly appreciate you mentioning something. I know some custom makers out there do make models of these. I think H&B Forge is one of them. I saw them at a rendezvous in Florida recently. But if there's any other models out there, greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to go back to enjoying the Smokies.